haircut for you.
Okay.
Very good that you kept long hair.
The reason is that the plant kingdom makes all the vitamins and provides and makes the minerals available to the animal kingdom.
I'm probably coming from a lower level of skill than him, maybe.
Yeah, for example, what I learned from, like, I worked, like, I started when I was like 19 years old, so now for me 28 will be, so like almost 9 years. And what I learned is that every man is very different.
Yeah.
For me it was very like big challenge to discover a program. Your life can change. My life totally changed in US. I met American girl. I learned so many things how Americans live. We were watching movies, she was explaining how those American people came to this land, how British people came to this land, you know. And if I would let her to go back and take her books, so she will go back to logical side. Or what the fuck I'm doing? If a strange guy, you know, I walk somewhere outside, so she will not come. She knows how to do that, like simple stuff like sandwiches, you know, quickly, you know, like this. Yeah.
I can imagine though in America, like the cooking classes, like they walk in, they sit down, and there's somebody there at the table, and they've all the things prepared, and says, well, "This is what we do. We put this, and we put this." And you don't learn anything that way.
Ah, so that's what is happening. Yeah, but
Now I'm
Okay. Can you hear anything?
yeah.
I didn't travel. I didn't travel a lot yet.
Well, that's later when you get really advanced. So actually, but
Also see
Another one.
interesting building and go.
she's also in the same business.
No.
It's like it's broken down. But this is the most complete.
Like open it that, you know, segment of from approach to sex, which like no one dating coach in US opened it. New, you know, segment. Because like the men we were facing a problem, you know, women like on Facebook, Tinder, you know,
Yeah, of course.
they want to approach and get laid on the same day. And I was thinking, you know, in the future. Yeah.
Oh, I said, oh yeah, that's
Harbor.
yeah, that's right
Australian
next
Harbor.
beside it, isn't it? Yeah. So we just chat like that, you know. So I'm looking around and at the stuff, and it was kind of, I was finishing off, sort of. Anyway, I was still looking at the stuff. And all of a sudden there's this guy, and he's talking. Balloons going over?
No. Yeah.
Balloons? I thought maybe she was going to land in a balloon. No.
Yeah, she probably would go to meet that female friend, but her body wants to stay with you, you know, because she really enjoys you. So, you know, the more slower movements you will do, the more caring movements you will do.
Oh, it's your grandma's sweater.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, your grandma's got some good taste there.
Yeah, she does.
Maybe it was in fact. Come on, don't remind me about it. You heard about the rain in Ireland, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you know people in Ireland. Meet me. Let's have tea.
Wow. No, that's a suggestion.
Why not? How about this? Yeah, maybe I might. Yeah, slightly a little bigger.
Here, I want to do something with them.
Can I just take one look, if you don't mind?
Okay.
Oh, it's really nice.
I looked around, I said a little louder, and she kind of looked around, I said a little louder, and it was getting ridiculous, and then she had headphones in, and it was just super awkward.
You did really well. Like,
A really nice color.
I do.
Yeah, of course. Oh, you must do that for me sometime. That would be exciting. Show you. Just I hold this. It's okay. I won't take it. I just take it. I just take that. Like we keep it here, and I just take your hand like this inside the umbrella. That's how it works. Yeah. And 9 person that I met in the whole time. But look, that was very good and very encouraging, and from all the other ones I learned.
here somewhere else, like outside from shop, and say use gear like to your car or to a bag. Okay, so congratulations on accomplishing the first time alphaman training. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and so what was your results before first time alphaman training and after alphaman training?
Okay, well, I suppose you know, before I knew some things in theory, like
Yeah, give me your mouth.
like if you want to meet somebody that you like and that you might want to get involved with, settle down with, you probably need to meet a lot of people. You mean, if you're a male, you probably need to meet a lot of females that are eligible that you like. So you need to go out and meet them. So like I knew that in theory, and I knew some ideas about how you might do that. But it didn't work for me practically. Like I mentioned to you earlier, I said, like, before I came here, there'd be many times I'd find myself in some ordinary situation, and I'd see a lady who I think might be interesting for me to speak to, even just in everyday life in the supermarket or something like that. But I didn't have a way that I was comfortable with to initiate that contact in a way that was, comfortable, didn't freak me out, didn't freak her out, and had a reasonable chance of working. So I didn't have that, and so I wasn't able to do it. So it left me feeling very uncomfortable many times. I'd see someone that I'd like to approach, but I couldn't think of a way that I could do that. And now, having been with you for the few days and stretching myself and going through all the things I went through with you, getting over that hesitation, but also finding out from you what works for me as a way that I can approach a lady that I like the look of in a way that's comfortable for me, that works, and that will allow me to initiate a contact with her, so that I can find out if she's somebody that will be that it will be interesting for me and for her to get to know each other. And I didn't have a practical way of doing that, and now I feel I do. Now I feel I'm comfortable. I feel I will initiate those contacts. I won't be so hesitant about it, and I know what I need to. I know what I can say that'll work for me. So that's a big change.
Yeah. What are your results? What we did?
Results-wise?
Yeah, what we built it for you.
Well, I suppose the result was like, let's say for instance, like in the very end, like even today, we were kind of finished. We were just relaxing around the town, and as it happened, we were speaking, and this really attractive lady came past, and I immediately turned around, engaged her, spoke to her in a way that was very comfortable for me, that she really liked, and we really got on well. And I ended up with her number, and we're gonna, and I texted her, and she's now texted back, and now you don't know what's going to come out of that, but that's something I couldn't do comfortably a week ago. So that makes all the difference in the world to me, because anything beyond that to me is just theory, because if I can't do the first step, there's no point to talk about all the other steps.
Very good
So
point.
I might have read all these different things about other things you could do once you're actually with the lady, and you could go here, you could do this, that and the other. None of that mattered to me if I wasn't able to just be wherever I might be, in the supermarket or walking down the street. If I didn't have a way to initiate the very first step comfortably, in a way that worked for me, that I'd be comfortable with, and then obviously that would transfer the comfort to her. If I didn't have that, there's no point to talk about anything else.
That's amazing. You feel comfortable doing that now. It's nice.
Much more so.
Yeah.
I feel,
less stress.
Yes,
more,
yeah. And the hesitation, because I have a way of doing it comfortably, the hesitation's gone. Why would I now hesitate about something that's now a pleasure to do? Well, before it was not a pleasure to do because I wasn't comfortable doing it, and therefore I didn't do it very well, and therefore it didn't work out very well, and therefore each time I would do it, it wouldn't be a good experience. So
mean, you know, who's going to want to repeat an experience that's not pleasurable or that's not working?
So what we did from the first day, like you flew from Croatia to Lithuania, Vilnius. I picked you up from airport. How many days? Like now it's like 5th day. So what we did on the first day, second day?
Okay, well the first day I arrived in, so I got in. It was I must have been about 2 p.m. or something by the time we met, and you picked me up, and I was obviously tired. I'd been traveling since 5 a.m. So, but it was okay. So the first thing we went, and you had a haircut. So you had told me you wanted me to have a haircut. So I had allowed my hair to grow a little bit. And you cut my hair and scared me a little bit because you were taking a little bit more off than I normally do. So it was a little bit tighter on the side than I normally get it. But it worked out fine. Actually, it didn't work out a huge amount different to what I normally get. But I can see it was a little bit tighter on the sides, which you said and the lady who was cutting the hair said that knocked 5 years off. So I'm quite happy. Anything that knocks 5 years off, I'll take it. And then we from there we went to the shops, and you wanted to put some clothing on me. I had bought some shoes that suited me because I don't wear leather shoes, so I bought some nice looking shoes that weren't leather. I had them with me, and then as it happened, you quite quickly in one shop you found we put together 2 outfits because I had a jacket that worked. You made one outfit out of that, and then you bought a jacket and trousers for another outfit and shirt out of that. So that was great. All of a sudden I had 2 really nice jackets that made me look real kind of sharp, like here to now with a nice jacket and shirt, which is a good change for me because normally I'd been dressing just casual stroke sloppy, you know, jeans and canvas shoes and a sweatshirt, and it just didn't look good. And I've obviously come to realize that looking right is a huge amount. I mean, it's like a big signboard on your body saying this is the kind of person I am. So if you're going to walk up wearing a pair of dirty canvas shoes and ill-fitting jeans with a sweatshirt, you can't expect a brilliant response. So now I feel this is great. This is clothing that I can be comfortable to wear every day, and just build on this. I can keep with the same sort of stuff and buy some nice jackets and trousers in the same style. It'll be great. So that was day 1, and then day 2 we sat then together the first day, and you taught me through some ideas and worked with me, did a few little exercises just back at base about the different things we can do. So you gave me like a blueprint roadmap of approaching. So then we went out, and you told me about different things about turning and doing a little dance, and it's good because I know a little bit of dancing. I know turns. I didn't have to learn them, so that was good. So then we went out and we did that, and actually I had this brilliant first approach with a girl that you actually selected epic. Because you could sort of tell, and you could tell that her energy was that she was from out of town. She was a tourist, and she'd be relaxed and more so than anyone else, and it was great. Then she
which like you did amazingly great, all techniques what we talked about.
Everything
you implement.
So I did the little turning and lifting and all sorts of things, but she was a great person.
And the girl was like really like a little bit like sad when you like exchange numbers, and then you didn't go over here to her hotel. You just like, oh my god.
That was a little bit outside of my concept that I would go any further than there.
It's the first time out for me.
So but great. It was good. And then that day kind of quietened down, and it got dark, and nothing much else happened that day. Then the next day we did this thing like where you had recorded that, so then we went over bit by bit of everything that went right there and things that could have been done better, which was really good to watch that footage.
How did you feel when you saw yourself, you know, from outside on a footage?
Oh, is that what I look like? Is that what I sound like? Yeah, so you can also see ways in which you can improve, ways in which your demeanor is a little bit, you know, can be improved, that you can lean back a little bit more and you can be a little bit more alpha male type. You know, you can see if you can slow down a little bit, you can use your voice a little bit differently. All these kind of things you can see by looking at that footage.
Yeah, yeah.
So then there was like 2 days which there were some difficulties about those next 2 days. There weren't so many. It was Sunday and then Monday during the day, and in both days there weren't that many people around. It was raining, so conditions weren't perfect, but it didn't matter. The learning still went on, the approaching went on. None of them were like actually as, like, none of the girls I approached were as great as that, but it didn't actually matter, because in each of them I was learning something, and I was also learning to deal with other situations than like a perfect situation, which was really good. And I think that was like a good workout, those 2 days.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you can't control what the girl's going to be like. You can only control what you're going to be like.
At Jackson, there's not a choice.
Yeah.
You just cannot choose, you know, will you lie here or not, and she cannot choose, you know, will she will be attracted or not, just she feels.
So it was actually good to deal with situations that were less than ideal, and it was great. That was good, and each day after each time, then the following morning we would go through the footage and look at things, what went right, what didn't go right, and some of them were really good.
Yeah.
Considering everything.
Especially the way you talk, the way those girls react to you, you know.
Yeah.
And it was like really.
Yeah. So it was very good. It was very good. Then and I suppose then today it was almost like things came together, because we were out again. We weren't recording or anything, but then we had this like great interaction at the end where I was just walking along with you, and I just saw this girl I liked, and I just spun around and engaged her immediately with an opener that was natural, that really worked. It was like a question, and then I transitioned. I just told her I thought she looked really nice, and it turned out to be like a really good interaction, because she really liked that, and we just went on, and we did a little turn in this. You turned her and all, so that was kind of seeing. That was almost like going back to the first day, but with even more skill, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And seeing how it can work in a nice situation. It was a nice evening. It was bright. It wasn't raining. We didn't have umbrellas out, so conditions were way better.
Yeah.
And she was a great person. She was a good.
And she was
good
like
subject
your
and a
taste,
good mood, and
your
my type of person.
This is amazing. Yeah.
Everything. It was like the first day back again, but with added experience. So that worked really, really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, what advices you would give, you know, for men who would like to come to Alphaman training, how to prepare yourself, because you prepared yourself. Tell you know how you prepared.
Well, yeah, you know, I had your basic book, and which I had read, which is it's great fun to read. It's very entertaining. It's in your broken English and of the time that it was, but it's very genuine, and it explains concepts and ideas
from all my heart,
but,
you know.
Yeah.
Like,
but
you know.
having this thing, I've had read books before. I've watched videos and DVDs, but there is nothing like coming personally with you, and you talk to me about what I need to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not watching someone else what they need to do. So it's very good if somebody's coming to experience that. So preparation they can make is
book How to Become Alpha Man.
Yeah. That's what I had done, and then I'd done some practice. So I had been, you know, while I was waiting to come here, I'd been out, and that was good to see how bad I was anyway, you know, or obviously not bad, but
I knew some things, I could do some things worked for me, but I could also see what wasn't working. So it was actually very good. I came here very conscious of what
And we had
what type of
relationship.
improvement I'd like to see.
We had a relationship after a book because you knew me, you know,
Oh,
you knew
yeah.
my life story
Yeah.
because I put it even my family's photo.
Yeah.
You know, to get, you know, to create relationship
Yeah.
because you should know from which family I came from, what was
Oh,
my
yeah,
story,
your hometown
how
and
I
everything.
entered, my hometown, how I entered the pickup.
Yeah.
I don't want to publish those things on internet, you know, but like on a book, yes.
Yeah.
Like to create connection.
Yeah.
It's a good. Then you can trust me, you know, and I can. It's a good thing. Okay, so you made approaches by yourself, like before coming. To,
Yes. Yes.
In Croatia, in Dublin.
Yeah, but again, I had done some. I had done a few in Croatia, but nothing. Like far more hesitation and far more missed opportunities than I would like, and certainly far more than I would will have now. But I had done some. So
Okay.
that was good, and it was good to come here with the idea fresh in my mind of how many missed opportunities I had just had, where I would have liked to approach, but I had that hesitancy based on my lack of knowing what to do, lack of having something like a blueprint of what to do. That I could apply.
How was like techniques worked for you? Like how?
Well, the techniques work for me because I know what to do, but it's not like a whole bunch of stuff that I have to parrot off.
Yeah.
It's not a bunch of lines.
Yeah.
It's it's just a blueprint of a principle way to approach.
Yeah, what we do in training, we really like see how you feel. For example, if you know, like our student didn't sleep well, or he just feeling big stress, so we just laid back, you know, maybe taking a nap, you know, preparing, because it's very important how you feel.
Yeah,
when
but
you approach.
and we worked on what worked for me.
On emotions, really well.
What worked for me, I found, was that I can go up and what works for me actually is a slightly indirect approach, then going to a transition.
Yeah.
Direct
exactly.
doesn't. I don't feel that's right for me.
Exactly,
Maybe if I was a younger guy, I could go straight in with direct, but I don't feel. I like now to go with completely indirect. Do you know where is? Do you know what is?
Yeah.
And that, because one thing I really like about it is it's a soft approach, and it also allows me to scope out the situation. She can just turn back to me, and I'll get a response, and she'll reveal a little bit what kind of person she is.
Yeah.
Does she turn into me? Does she look at me? Is she flustered, busy? Is she with someone else? All that stuff will be revealed within a few seconds of me saying something which is quite innocuous. And then, because that's what happened this evening, I asked about, is this the KGB building? And then after a moment, she was really nice, and I just said, well, actually, you know, the reason I didn't really want to know that, I just thought you look really nice in your. So then I could go to that. So going with that, for some guys, it might work for them to just walk up and say, hey, I think you look great in that, da-da-da-da. But for me, I don't feel that I will use that. I think I will go, do you know where it is, the what is? And then if it's a person I feel there's a little openness there, then I'll say, oh, by the way, I thought you looked great in, or I really wanted to say, I think you look great in. So I think that ended up working for me.
Yeah.
And maybe some other guy, some real young guy, he doesn't need to do that.
It depends by
he just
personality.
goes straight up or whatever.
Vibrations which you bring.
Yeah. But anyway, the main point is, with all of this practice, I found out what works for me. I found out something that I feel happy to do. And
just imagine if you not go to alphamantraining, you just, you know, oh my god, like I'm losing years and I'm not like trying.
I would have been.
I don't know what works for me.
I didn't. Well, to tell you the truth, I came here to look. I'll do this thing, and I don't know for sure whether it's going to work or not. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to forget this. It's just because I'm not going on trying this stuff and it not really working, and just and me ending up feeling uncomfortable. I'm not going to do it anymore. So that was actually for me, it was the last chance saloon. I'll come here, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't work, I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to go to any other things. I'm not going to try anymore.
Yeah, your mindset was really good, like you for training.
Yeah.
You was not attached very well to result, because we like released that in order to get results. Actually, it's like very clever.
Yeah.
Very clever when we got results.
Yeah.
So because we are really like respected the process of training. We was like really gratitude about that, and results came natural.
Yeah, so I was very happy. I understood it might not work for me. I didn't know for sure. And as I said, it was for me. I just said, look, this is the last chance now. If it works, good, and if it doesn't, I'm not going to bother put more energy into this. I'll just take it. This is something I cannot do. So anyway, I'm very happy it did work.